What's up, guys? Welcome back to Blue Clouds. So, everyone, is good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good every day, whatever it is, whatever everyone is. I'm trying to reach up. Greetings to everyone. If you're just part of us today, I extend my greetings to you. What another week we're starting association football. It is a beautiful weekend. Chelsea have a 3 on a row. We're still rolling. So yes, I'm not here alone. I'm being joined by lots of people. You guys probably know lots of them. But yeah, another week is here, and we are talking Andrew Marina again and Jonathan Moore. Those two guys, we're talking about VAR and officiating in English football, and also we can still get into Gary Lineker's situation if we have to, if we have time, and any of us have any interest in Gary Lineker. Lyrica's situation, we will talk about it. Other than that, we'll move on from there. We still got a lot of things to talk about in terms of Leicester City and Chelsea's game. We're going to talk about Chelsea's away game nightmare that is finally over. And also we'll talk about Graham Potter's speaks after the win against Leicester City and Chelsea. Chelsea, in great form at this moment. Also Mateo Kovacic. Other people say Mateo Kovacic, captainship and leadership role at Chelsea at this moment in time. We know Aspi is the main captain, but he doesn't play much. But when Kovacic captain the team, it looks like we're seeing something different. And now the team are clicking well in terms of the formation and tactics that Graham Potter is taking them through. And also Arsenal extend their lead. You don't know where Arsenal is at this moment. Manchester United and Southampton. We'll talk about that also. And also, do not forget that red card. Same situation. That is why I brought Andrew Marina's name and also Jonathan Morse. I'm sure that's his name, Jonathan Morse, right? We'll talk about him. Also, transfer and contract update. Chelsea signs another youngster. We'll look. And also, Joao Palihinho, also the Fulham guys heavily linked with Chelsea. We will look into that as we go on, and also I will explain why we're streaming at this time. So if you're part of us watching the stream, I will explain to you why the stream has gone this way. So yes, before I get into that, let me welcome all my panel members. So I have Steven, I have Ryan, I have Paige here with me. What a day. Welcome, guys.
Cheers, Nizam.
Cheers. Welcome to the streamers, Paige and Steven.
Hey, you right, guys?
Paige. All right, you guys had Paige in the background. She's right there. She's got a lot to also give to us in terms of a women football. That's the main reason why she's on this platform. She's a football. She loves football, and she'll take us through the women's game. And then how difficult it was for our women this weekend. Manchester United dominated the game, but the most important thing in association football is the goals that can tell the difference. So yes, that's where we are. Some care that go alone secure the 3 points for Chelsea, and now Chelsea are on top of the league. They're looking like it's not going to be that easy, but they might end up winning the league again this season. So Paige will take us through that as soon as I'm back from the comment section. And this is what we have here. I think from the beginning, we have lots of comments coming from Lord. We have Lord here, have many from Phantom of Many Topic, but it's missing. I don't know what is going on with YouTube. All those comments are missing from YouTube, but I still have them here on my platform. Phantom of Many Topic said a Ted to hit the like button. I'm sure that's what he's mean. Why such a later start, Nee? That's coming from me. And I'll explain that, Phantom. I will explain why I'm starting today's stream very late. I have decided that I am Potter in until the end of the season. For him to stay, he needs 8th place. He needs the 8th place. The Arteta go us now to 8th that year. So Potter need to match. Potter will do better than 8th. From what we're saying now, Potter will do better than the 8th place, in my opinion. I'm no longer wish to trade Havertz to Bundesliga. He can stay. He do want. I do want him to trade. I do want to trade Kante. He is like a high price Lamborghini that keeps breaking down. You, because Kante hasn't played at this moment, so you want to trade Kante in because previously you wanted to send Kai Havertz to the Bundesliga because he wasn't clicking, he wasn't scoring, and Kai Havertz has spoken. He has his own problem, he has his problem, family problems, and everything that was surrounding him. So, Phantom, be careful. Don't be flip flop. Be very.
Just just quickly on that, before you move on, we touched on it in past streams. Part of the Kante thing is that he's been mismanaged with his injuries as well.
That's right. So, phantom of many topics. Keep stop flip flopping, bro. I don't like that. So Kante is 32 with 40-year-old baby. Eject
Body.
Pulisic as sorry body, yeah. Eject Pulisic as well. We have a ton of people now playing in this natural position. His injury record is also bad, coming from Phantom of Many Topic. Credit me when it happens. Tuchel is replaced Kante. Then Levy buys Rudiger for Tottenham. Rudiger is too old for Tottenham. So that's just by the way. And also, staff said laughing at everyone of your comment. You really don't get supporter loyalty. Don't tell me about the NFL, your NFL or MLB team. You are now a Fulham fan with no right to demand anything from Chelsea. Okay, that is you make more U-turn than any driver would generally do coming from blue blood. Blue blood, how you doing? And also staff, I hope you're doing very well today. Lord said good evening to you, Lord. Evening knee, evening to blue blood. I hope you're doing very, very well, sir. Stephen, Ryan and Paige coming from blue blood. Evening to all of you. Lord said it's been 3 games. Relax coming from Lord. Shy crowd. I'm sure it's probably Kai Havertz. Page the upside down merchant coming from Lord already. And also we have one from Blue Blood said a great pass by Lauren James, an excellent finish by Sam Kerr. Laurie James have been a Rolls Royce for Chelsea Football Club at this moment. She's outstanding player. I'm still Potter out 3 wins. I think we're getting too carried away after this shambles from coming from Lord, and also my Chelsea girl is here today. Absolutely, Santiago, your Chelsea girl. She's coming here to give us more of the women's news. That's why she's here, and also she will be here to discuss the men's situation, the men's game. Potter's good form, away form has been a nightmare for Chelsea. So we'll get into that. So before we get into now, I'm going to start from, let me explain this real quick. Guys, this is what is going on in regards to why we're streaming very, very late today. We're trying to use this as an experiment. It's not really an experiment because here in Michigan, our time goes an hour forward and then it goes back depending on the season. So at this time, just Sunday night, our time move forward ahead an hour. So I'm always trying to make sure I stream at the time that it will be convenient for all the UK fans and even those that are about an hour, 5 hours or 4 hours ahead of us here in UK. I mean here in America. So usually it used to be 6:30. I mean UK time. Since the time move ahead an hour, it distracts everything that I have set up in terms of what I have, my errors that I have to run here. So I was like, okay, why not wait until 4 o'clock and stream and see how that works. If it works very well, then we might end up keeping the time. If it doesn't, then I have to try and stream at the same time, which will be 5:30 UK time. And I don't know how that's gonna work. For the only thing is, I'm not gonna have my brother Ryan here with us all the time, but only the weekend we can have Ryan. But during the weekdays, we might not have a strong Liverpool supporter on this platform during the weekends. So I mean during the weekdays. So but besides that, guys, with that, let's get it rolling. Welcome again, stuff. I mean, let's just start. Paige, take us through the women's game. Then we can start anything else.
Hi guys. So obviously our women's played yesterday against United. It was a crucial game for them to obviously get back to the league.
Yeah.
First half, a lot of potential. Very tough game to be fair against United. You know, United are one of our competitors at the moment for the top of the league. So it was nice to see them have a battle. But obviously Chelsea did come on top with our goal in the first half. Sam Kerr did end up being able to smash it in the back of the goal, assisted from a beautiful pass from Lauren James. If you haven't seen it, check it out. And then the second half was a battle from United trying to get a goal back, but unfortunately they were unable to, and it led Chelsea to a victory, which allowed them to become top of the league again. So we shall see what unveils for the females ahead.
Yes, Paige, are Chelsea women struggling at this moment? Do you think they're struggling? I mean, if you
Um,
watch the statistics, and it goes in favor of Manchester United a lot. So are the women struggling? So
I think there is a challenge. There is a challenge for them. Struggle. Compared to our Chelsea men's, I don't think they've got much as a struggle. But I guess we need to kind of see how it plays out in the next future games that are coming up.
right. So thank you very much. Paige is taking us through the women's game, which we also a lot of you, maybe lots of you did not see, but I love the women's football, and anytime they play, I make sure I watch it. The beautiful crispy pass from Laurie James, we've seen it time and time again on that right hand side. She rolls, she moves the ball like really, you guys would say Rolls Royce. With she's really good on this right, both right and left foot. She's really good with it, and then she can really progress the ball very well from the midfield to the attacking players. And then she's it's gonna be very difficult to see who takes the best player of the season from in terms of a Chelsea side, the Chelsea women, either Sam Kerr or Laurie James. It will be very difficult, but Sam Kerr probably will edge um a little bit ahead of Lauren James. Steven, can you take us through the women's game and what you know so far?
I didn't see a lot of it, but yeah, I see people in the comments talking about the pass. I mean, Chelsea are also apparently looking to already extend Lauren James to a longer deal, because of the impact she's already having.
Yeah.
But yeah, that pass was incredible. To get that absolutely perfect, and obviously for Sam Kerr to execute the finish as well as she did. I mean, it's just what Sam Kerr does, right? We've come to expect it
Yeah.
of her at this point.
Some kids does what some kid do all the time. So yeah, beautiful for her. I saw that beautiful um, um goal from her. So yeah, Mr. Ryan, I know you did not watch it. Too busy, isn't it?
No, no, unfortunately I didn't. But yeah, I agree with everything kind of Paige and Stephen said.
Beautiful. Paige, you have anything you want to add to it in regards to the women's game before we move on from there to the men's game?
I mean, if you put the men's and the women's teams next to each other,
Yeah.
in comparison, I think the women's are doing a lot better than the men. But obviously there is potential more to come from the men as the season continues.
All right, thank you very much, Paige. If you guys really love the women football, Paige will take you through it every week. We have her here. We get her here once she's free and she have time. She'll come in and take us through the women's game. Weekends we have Paige here. She has a broken camera at this moment, but she's getting ready to fix it. And when she fixes, you guys will see our beautiful Paige on the platform. And Steven, guys, so if you want to see Steven also, Steven will be getting some stuff ready. So you see Steven very soon. If you haven't seen Steven before, soon you're gonna see Steven on the platform. Beautiful. That's what this platform is all about. We're not ghosts. I'm the only real human being here at this moment. I'm not black. you can see me. I mean, I don't mean skin color. I mean the camera. I'm not black. So big up to Lord and Santiago. Stav, I hope you're doing very, very well. Then Kimo, big up to you. I think Chelsea win Champions League. That won't be that easy. But Chelsea, it looks like if we play the way we're playing, keep consistency. Why not? Why not, guys? Why not? We can win it. We can win it. Connor. Connor said the Lauren James pass was fantastic. Big up to you, Connor. I hope you're doing very, very well. Then we have Lord said that pass was insane. I've seen many of these passes coming from Lauren James many times. That pass was really, really insane. Men and women final getting WS in the same week. Absolutely.
W's.
Thank you. WS.
He's saying W's.
Wins.
W's.
So
like
wins in the
wings.
same week.
Wings. Okay. Wins in the same week. Yeah. It used to be the women getting all the week. I mean the wins every weekend, and the win gets smashed, lose and draw. But finally, Potter and his boys are giving us a different scorelines this time. So thank you very much. Hello and Blue Blood. Thank you very much. So yes, that's coming from I123. Love you. The women not struggling as KB. Yes, KB Cutbag had up in Penhada and I think Guru Wrighton all missing, and then Beggar did not really have a major save to make. They just had more possession. Okay, that's because I was like, I haven't seen Cutback these days, and also Frank Kirby also injured. I'm very, very sure that's what it is. So yeah,
one of them
and
was
also,
ill and one of them was injured, I think.
Yeah, that's his queen. Also, he's not there, so that really bring Chelsea's strength down. So yes, that makes a lot of sense. Thank you very much, Blue Blood. Thank you very much for bringing that in. That makes a lot of sense why the women are struggling a little bit. But yeah, keeping possession all the time doesn't make you a winner of every game. You can keep possession, 90% possession, and the team can have just one chance, and that chance alone can make a difference. We've seen that many times with Chelsea. Even our finals against, if you guys remember the game against, we scored 2 goals anyway against Barcelona at the Camp Nou, where Fernando Torres scored that memorable
2012 semi-final.
Yeah,
Second
Barcelona
leg,
played almost all the game. And then the one against Liverpool, if you guys can remember the game that Steven Gerrard slipped. That day, Liverpool played almost 90% of the game. And I mean, Jose Mourinho said he will sit and Liverpool can have all the chance and one chance, one goal, and that is all. So he doesn't like statistics. I know Ryan doesn't want to hear this, but that was
when I don't want to. Don't want to talk about that game.
That one is. Do you know what the best one of that is?
No.
To put it into
Mourinho's
PG,
celebration.
No. To put it into PG, because I'm not going to say the other word that was involved. What was it he said? We do not let this slip now, and he quite literally slipped. That's what I'm going to say.
Okay. Let's move on. Let's move on.
I don't want to hear it, please. We don't want to, run away from this platform. So
he's not. I'll just say he's not the only one who slipped, right? You want to talking about John Terry and Moscow, but anyway.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
It's right.
It's all right. We got it. Banta and ready.
That's my equalizer.
Champions League in the end.
Yeah. He's like, okay, you guys are talking about slip. Okay, John Terry did it. You guys flew the Champions League and Moscow. Yes, I remember. So yeah, anytime I bring it on, since I know Ryan have something to say in terms of slipping. All right, Steven Gerrard, stop slipping because you could have won that Premier League and you could have that in your trophy cabinet before retiring. Yes, sir. That's by the way. Santiago Seke is the best player, not a doubt. Absolutely. That's why if you look at the FIFA 23, she's right there with Mbappe. Absolutely. So we got 15 of us watching live at this moment.
Debate. Not a debate. Not a debate. Didn't say no doubt. It said not a debate.
Yeah. No debate. Yeah. Let us know where you're watching the stream from, and also do not forget to like the video and subscribe to Blue Clouds Media Sports. We bring you the best association sports you can ever find on planet Earth. We talk about pretty much everything on the EPL, not just a specific team like Chelsea. I'm a Chelsea supporter, but I don't really dwell on Chelsea all the time when I start streaming. We talk about any other football clubs, Manchester United, Arsenal, Liverpool, Tottenham. If there's news that it really needs an attention on, we will give it that attention on this platform. So that's what we do. Enzo Fernandez, Lauren James, that's what Lord's trying to say. Okay, Chelsea had a better goal scoring chances before their goal as well, but Guru Rickton, right, was mixed and Cutbem in midfield, and Cabed in the midfield, and Kebi and Hada both missed too. I think I've read that one. Women will win the league, no problem. Coming from thank you very much, staff. I think Chelsea win Champions League. That will be very difficult, but we can do it. Why not? We can do it. We're showing glimpses that we can do it. No chance winning the Champions League with Potter. Come on, my brother. Let's be a little bit positive. Lord, let's be positive. I know you are Potter out. I know 100%. Your opinion is very, very important, but let's support the team, not just individual. If you're supporting just an individual or you're not supporting Potter, it could go against the team. So at this moment, Potter is the one we have, so let's support him and make sure he does. He takes our team. You know, remember what are you gonna do right now if Potter takes a team to win a Champions League? What are you gonna do? Would you still be a Chelsea fan, or are you still not gonna be? Are you gonna tag yourself away from Chelsea? You love that trophy, right? So right now, that's what we have. We have to support Potter to take us through the season. So big up to DJ Services, yes, Ni, and the panel. Big up to everyone. Big up to you, DJ Sav, for spending time and taking the time to be here with us as we're talking about association football. Here we go again, attacking Potter. Lord, you actually think you're funny. Yeah, that is. Okay. DJ Sav, people in the comment, how are you doing? Coming from DJ Sav. Stav. That's what he thinks. He says I don't think it's attack. He says if it feels that if Potter is the guy in charge, Chelsea will not win Champions League. That is how he feels. He's not attacking him. How is he attacking him? That's how he feel. Opinions. Gunto. No offense. That's his opinions. Staff. Players are back. Reaching match fitness. But nothing to do with Potter. Is the player decide tactics and etc. Okay. Thank you, Sav. Good old Sleepy G, love it. And Demba finish. Let's have it right. Absolutely, good old Stevie G and Demba. Blue Clouds stream remind me of the is the Bachelor coming from Lord. What about the Bachelor? Lord, take us through it. Staff, Lord says, Gunter Potter is out of his depth. Simple. Lil, yes, okay. I want you to love each other, and in which way, Lord? Coming. My son's school's business studies class. My son's school. Okay, business studies class.
The business studies class at his son's school visited Chelsea today
to see successfully
run business.
Okay, coming from Blue Blood, really. It's a son playing football too. It would be nice if he's playing football. If he use laughing emoji, it's attack. Oh, come on. We're here to have fun, stuff. We're here to have fun. Just laugh. Let's have fun. Nothing too serious to talk about. Let's have a different opinion. Nothing too serious stuff. Management basis. He's not. Dear. I think that's from Lord. We'll get into that. Okay, let's get it going now. Let's get it going. Steven, take us through. I know we've done the preview already, but I still have some few things that we can talk about here in terms of Chelsea's away game record as it has been. Take us through some of these, main nitty-gritty of our game over the weekend, Steven. Then we come to Liverpool also. We did talk about that, yeah.
Well, you wanted to touch on the officiating, right? That was one
Yeah,
of the things you
yeah,
wanted
that's
to
the
touch
first
on,
one
yeah?
of officiating in terms of those tackle coming from Ricardo Pereira, and also we saw the same tackle coming that Casemiro did, which there was a certain Andrew Marina who was involved in both decision making. He was the man in charge, the referee, but he did not even give VAR the time to look into that tackle coming from Ricardo Pereira. Even no yellow card, nothing was given. But then the same kind of tackle was, coming from a Casemiro, which we saw a red card. So what is different? Why is it now consistency found in the referee in the English Premier League, Stephen?
We all want consistency, but at the same time, whilst we all want that, we also have to understand that you can't have consistency unless it's the same official, because obviously everyone thinks about things their own way. Everyone has their own view on things, right?
Yeah.
But maybe the best way to do it so that it is closer in terms of consistency across all officials is to make it a more in-depth explanation or version on what they deem should be a red card, what should go to VAR. Make it so that it's more thorough, right? So the Casemiro one went to VAR, it was a red card. But you look at the Pereira one, his studs have gone down the side of Felix's leg, and then the force at the ankle has obviously done Felix's ankle. I feel like some of the wording they have, or there's something that could be done, basically, to try and help, even though it's not the same official, if you get what I mean. Like, they need to put better wording and things like this, basically, is the way that I look at it. Because then maybe then you narrow it down on a number of errors. One thing I will say, whilst the offsides were offsides, one thing I can't wait is that until we have the actual semi-automated offsides that we see in the Champions League the other night, for example, because that basically it does a 3D diagram of where the players are using, I think it's 12 different cameras to pinpoint the body positions and when the ball's played, so that they get the right timing of everything. And then it just has to be manually checked to make sure that the ball has been played and stuff. And it's, a few seconds compared to them taking about 3 minutes to make sure they got the line in the right place. We saw how quick it was the other night. If they get that in soon, that'll help as well in terms of the speed of the game, which is also another thing that needs to be improved. I think they're changing the regulations, rules, and that we're going to have more added time for things like time wasting, so it's going to be more like what the World Cup was like. I think that's what I read the other day. So we could be getting like 100-minute total time of matches in terms of obviously 90 minutes plus added time. So that could be coming to the leagues soon as well. But yeah, on the red cards, I was listening to Sky Sports have a segment called Ref Watch, right? With Dermot Gallagher, former Premier League referee.
Yeah, Dermot Gallagher.
He said it was something along the lines of the foul on Felix was subjective. And that basically with the Casemiro one and the Amate one, Casemiro doesn't win the ball. His foot goes over the top of the ball. He touches it, but it goes over the top of the ball into the player's leg, whereas Amate clearly wins the ball. And that he thinks that essentially Amate shouldn't have been sent off. But I'll try and get it up on Discord now, because the presenter was like debating with him, having sort of like an argument with him about the situation.
Yeah.
And why they think like he's in the wrong for how he's explaining it as such. It'll take me 2 seconds to find it, I think. But yeah, he was sort of trying to explain it that where is it?
All right.
I don't know
Steven,
if I sent it to you guys. I'll find it in 2 seconds. I'll tell you when I got it.
Okay.
all right. Whilst we're looking for it, we're gonna get to. Let me give a little time to Mr. Ryan. Hasn't talked that much. Mr. Ryan, what do you
Yeah,
make
no,
of those decisions coming from Andrew Marina and also Jonathan Moss? They call him.
yeah,
VR
absolutely.
decisions. Yeah.
Let me build on what Stephen said. So,
Okay.
Stephen's mentioned this, I think, in previous streams, that Howard Webb is the chief refereeing officer
Yeah.
of this entity. I think it's called PGMOL, Professional Game Match Officials Limited. He sets the directive for how VAR is essentially used by the referees and the VAR officials. And the directive he has set from the beginning of the season is that the officials should try to stick to on-field decisions as much as possible, and they don't want VAR being used to re-referee on-field decisions. Now, obviously, what happened on the weekend in the Man U Southampton game, Anthony Taylor gave Casemiro yellow initially. The VAR had a look and said, actually, this looks like dangerous play. You need to look at the monitor, and he changed his mind. My problem, and Stephen mentioned it as well, is the lack of consistency. Some decisions which, to the naked eye, some situations to the naked eye across different games look the same, but we're seeing different decisions. So there is definitely a subjective element here, and it seems to depend on the referee and whoever's in charge of the VAR every game. Jamie, I think it was Jamie Redknapp, I think, on after the Newcastle Wolves game. On the weekend, I very much agreed with what he was saying about how, the ref, if it's a potential serious foul play and there could be a red card, then I think the referees should be encouraged to look at the monitor and make a decision. And whether that means that, they stick with their decision if they're given a red, or they decide that they need to change it and upgrade it, I think they should be encouraged to do that if there's potential serious foul play. What happened on the weekend in the Newcastle Wolves game, so this is another example. There were two examples in that game. Dan Burn made a shocking Stud's first tackle. I can't remember who it was on. It might have been St. Maximin or sorry, not St. Maximin. He's a Newcastle player. Oh, I think it was Jimenez. And apparently VAR looked at it, but there was no retroactive action taken. And then a second incident was, I remember Nick Pope got barged into Jimenez. Looked a straight red card to me. He was last man, prevented a goal scoring opportunity. Andy Madley, the ref, again, he wasn't instructed to go to the monitors to check. So, the other example you guys mentioned already, Ricardo Pereira, Andre Mariner was the ref, wasn't he, for that game? Studs high into Felix Sachin. To me, looks very similar to what Casemiro did. Okay, it wasn't exactly the same foul if you're looking at the angle of the foot and maybe the velocity of the impact, but it's just lack of consistency, which is infuriating. And my opinion is, and I agree with what Jamie Redknapp said on Sky, is that if it's potential serious foul play, the ref should be encouraged to look at the monitor and make the decision himself or herself, especially if the ref's quite far away from the action and they can't see it, because they're far away, then they definitely should be looking at the monitor.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much. Yes.
Just to jump in quick, I'm not sure if you saw my message.
Yeah, I've seen it.
The StreamYard one.
Yeah,
the video assistant referee for the Man United game was Andre Mariner. The same
he was Andrew Mariner. He was the same person in charge of the Chelsea vs Leicester City game, right?
Yep. So in that case, in this exact situation, we can talk about consistency of decisions. On the pitch, he was terrible for the Chelsea and Leicester game with his decision making. It looks like there should have been 2 clear red cards. Yeah. He then gives the red card to Casemiro the next day when he's the video assistant referee. But he had quite a good view on the pitch of both incidents, or at least the first one, in the Chelsea Leicester game. So there's no reason why he should be getting that wrong.
So, guys, if you're looking at the pictures, some of these pictures are the one Blue Blood just shared this picture, wonderful pictures with me, and it's coming from I think his kids or something like that. That's what he said earlier on. The student they went to a business school. I'm sure that's what he said, a business class or something like that. They visited Stamford Bridge and then took some of these pictures. So he shared these pictures with me, and I'm trying to share with everyone that is watching. Thank you very much. I feel R7. I hope you're doing very, very well. I still got a lot of comments to catch up here. Greetings, bro. Greetings to you too, Phil. I hope you're doing well. It's always nice to see you. I know there's a lot of back and front coming from Lord and then staff over here, but I'll take my time and read it loud. So keep them coming, guys. Keep them coming. I'll read them for you so we know who is on a different side or who is on the other side. Staff. Sorry, not Staff. Staff is not here at this moment. Paige. What about the decisions making in this weekend in terms of a VAR, the tackle on Joao Felix, and also the one on the tackle from Ricardo Pereira on Joao Felix, and then over the weekend the one from Casemiro, Manchester United, the same similar tackle that you see red card, but then with Chelsea one, the VAR did not even intervene to look into it.
Yeah.
Andrew Mariner did not go to the screen. He did not take his time to look into it until Joao Felix could not finish the game. So what do you make of the decision making in terms of what we've seen so far in the Premier League, Paige?
Obviously VAR has now been in for how many years? Quite a few years now. If you think about it from a different perspective, football is still evolving. You know, we're now looking at the refereeing, we're now looking at the VAR, which is helping the referees in situations to make the decisions. Obviously, this weekend, one was the right decision, the other one clearly wasn't made the correct decision. But then you also got to think like the ref is the ref is the one running the game that's keeping the ball rolling. So it's kind of, it depends what he was thinking at that moment in time in his head. But clearly, obviously, the wrong decisions were made, which then obviously has had an impact. But obviously, luckily, Felix he's not injured, is he?
No, probably not.
So he's all right.
No, they took him off for tactical reasons.
Yeah. So obviously, he's not heavily injured, but obviously, again, you're looking at consistency of the refs and making good decisions and bad decisions. Yeah, it's one decision, but obviously, from a football and from a fan point of view, if you can't see that consistency, it's just making, like it is, you hear it all the time, you hear all the chants at the games, it's just making the refereeing look corrupt. So it is causing a backlash. Obviously, you look at Championship football, they don't have VAR. It's actually just down to your referees and the assistant referees, and they're just got to make the decision then and now. So I guess they have got an advantage of the VAR, but then again, I think we're still critically looking into how they've not seen that, and they should have really.
Do you think that they're finding it difficult to use the machine that is here to help them make decisions right?
I think they're forgetting that. I think, and then again, you've got a game to play, so I guess from the referee that if they've not thought, oh, it's not too big of it depends on the position they've seen it. If it was right in front of them, you'd see it straight away. Obviously, if they've not seen it from a far distance, I can't remember from the game. If they've not seen it from a far distance, and they might just be like, oh, let's just carry on the game and prevent time wasting or stop starting the game again.
All right, I think I have the Casemiro one here, a video of it, and I want to share this with you guys. I hope it won't be a problem, but it looks like the video has been posted. And this is we have I think, yeah, the referees that Chelsea fans don't want to see. What's his name?
Taylor.
Anthony
yeah,
Taylor.
It was Anthony Taylor.
Mr. Taylor was right there, and that is the tackle coming from Casemiro. And pretty much the same thing happened to. That is the video of it. Let me go back a bit so we see how it came in. Nope. My God, the sound could be a problem.
Oh, I couldn't even hear the sound anyway.
He's going through YouTube. So that is it. That is it right there. Look at that, right on this. And the same thing from Ricardo Pereira, but that was a red card decision. But then
I think Pereira's is worse personally than Casemiro's. I think it could have done more damage to Felix. Just the angle of the contact on Felix's ankle.
very, very,
Just
very.
just quick to
All right.
wrap this thing. I
Yeah,
found
you guys can
about
go ahead, and
Dermot
then I can go
Gallagher
to
as
the.
well.
I mean, if Ryan and Stephen, Paige, if you guys have anything to say in regards to these decisions making, you can bring it on. Then we can move on to comments. Yeah.
Yeah. I've just got the Dermot Gallagher thing from earlier. So essentially, he said that he felt the studs tear Havertz was not a red; it's reckless at worst. He clearly gets the ball and follows through. There's no doubt about that. And that he's been in games when a player has a broken leg and there's no red card, and that he's not saying that that's right. Injuries happen and you have to accept that's part and parcel of the game. In fairness, he won the ball cleanly, followed through, reckless, no doubt. If he got a yellow, I think that's sufficient. I think it's hard to give a red when the player so clearly won the ball. He says Casemiro's a red card, and then the presenter was basically arguing that there's an argument to be had that Casemiro wins the ball because he does have contact on the ball, and the fact that in doing so, his foot goes over the top of the ball and into the leg of the opponent, and that's given as a red card. Amate wins the ball but keeps his leg up and it goes straight into Havertz's chest, and you can see afterwards the marks that are created on Havertz. And then Dermot Gallagher said that he's explained it. You can't argue that Amate clearly wins the ball and that Casemiro doesn't win the ball. But that's silly. If this is what we're arguing, because the ball wasn't even close.
No.
That's the thing. Like, the Felix one, if you're going by where the ball is, should have been a red card because the ball's not close, right? The Havertz one, you can't just leave your foot in the air.
No.
Yeah, I'm trying to look at that Felix tackle. There you go. That's right there.
That's the main point of it.
That's right there. That's a tackle. Look how twisted the ankle is, and that could take him off the rest of the season. That's how bad the tackle. You could tell it was intentional because the ball was not even anywhere close to where Pereira is, but he just wanted to stop him from running. And that's illegal. That's illegal.
And the same thing as I said before, when we were talking about it, before he even gets to the ankle, his studs scrape down Felix's leg, and then you see the
bicep coming from bicep. Yeah, you can tell from there coming down.
There.
That's how a lot of people are very, very angry. It's not just you. It's not just us talking about this tackle and then decision making and the referees consistent. They're not consistent with the decision making in the Premier League. It also have to be with. It's been happening for quite a long time, and I've seen not just us talking about it. Big media outlets out there also talking about the same tackles, which Pereira got lucky. Did he get a yellow card for it, Stephen?
No.
Jeez.
Well,
neither him nor Amate got a yellow for their challenges, if I'm not mistaken.
All right, so we'll come back to those, and we'll come back to Liverpool's Ryan. Also over the weekend, they did the magic.
I'm not sure he'll want to talk about it.
He can't run away from it. We'll talk Liverpool's Ryan's Liverpool.
Actually, Nazan, can I very quickly just add one quick point? Just Stephen mentioned it earlier, and I know we spoke a lot about the referees and the bad decisions and the red cards and stuff, but he mentioned something interesting to me about the timekeeping and the changing of the laws, to maximize the time when the ball is in play. And it reminded me of an article I read, I think it was yesterday, where it was that Kalina, that legendary referee. The Italian one. Pierluigi Collina,
The bald guy, right?
the bald guy, yeah, with those like scary eyes. He was quite critical of Andy Madley. It's quite interesting article. He was critical of Andy Madley's refereeing during the Liverpool Man United game, the 7-0, saying that because in that game there was like
It's
6
about the
goals, I
time.
think.
It's about the
Yeah,
time waste.
the timekeeping. Yeah, there was like
I
6
read that.
goals during the game, 10 substitutions, multiple VAR reviews, and in the end, they only ended up being 3 minutes at a time. And he was like, clearly there's something wrong there with the timekeeping and how they calculate stoppage time. And I think it's an important point Stephen raised about, we want to eradicate time wasting. We don't want to shortchange fans. We want to maximize the amount of time the ball is in play and make sure adequate stoppage time is added to the end of games.
Yeah.
So it's interesting that, like an influential referee like that is, watches these games and picks up on something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's very, very
One
important. I
thing
mean,
is what? Go on.
go ahead.
Oh, one thing I was going to say on that is that it's never been right. They've never done it right. Some games you'll get something like that, they'll add on 2 minutes. Another game, they'll add on 6 minutes. And what I'm about to say, it's not just happening to Chelsea. I'm just speaking from experience. I've been to games where, say they're time wasting from minute 1, basically what Southampton did, yeah?
Yeah.
And you don't get the right amount of added time. Every free kick, every throw, every goal kick, you don't get the right amount of added time. They're time wasting every time. And it's all well and good blowing your whistle pointing to your watch, but you don't add the time on.
Right.
And then I've been at games where we're winning. Again, I'm not saying it only happens to us or that it's a Chelsea specific thing. And then all of a sudden, they're adding on what I feel is the correct amount of time, where it's closer to 4 or 5 minutes. And I'm like, okay, but if you did this for every game, because I think the general calculation people say is about 20, 30 seconds for a goal and a celebration, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then add on top of that, VAR decisions as well. When we ain't even touched on that aspect.
Exactly, yeah. VAR takes time.
Injuries, substitutions, VAR. Like,
and it's taking
the
longer.
Leicester game the other day, there was about 4 or 5 VAR checks in that game, if not more, because we had about 2-3 goals disallowed.
Yeah.
We had the check for Fofana's handball. We had 1 or 2 checks for the fouls between Amate and Pereira. So yeah, you're talking about 5, 6 different like VAR checks.
And this is why it was so refreshing in the World Cup that they were adding on all the time.
Yeah.
For all the time wasting and the VAR checks and stuff.
That article later, by the way.
All right. Yeah. So I mean, there's a lot you can argue. Paige, I think you got a lot to talk about, couldn't you? Don't you? You're trying to say something. Go ahead, Paige. Go ahead.
No, I'm just obviously agreeing with the guys there. You know, you look at it and you think, how's there only 3 minutes extra time? How's there only like 4 minutes extra time? And then when you're actually at the game, I don't know if you guys check your watch or check how long like things are actually been stopped for.
I used to.
It doesn't make sense. So then World Cup, if you look at the World Cup, extra 10 minutes added on, extra. You know what I mean? You kind of see the realistic of it.
Are you a fan? Are you a fan of seeing 15 minutes, 20 minutes additional time in the Premier League? Are you a fan of it?
I don't know, because it's not the same sport. If you look at basketball, every time like there's a stoppage, they pause the clock. So they won't bring it into football, but like, so that time is
you always get the full game time.
Just like football, just like American football.
Whereas the football, the time just continues on, and then it's kind of down to the ref again to estimate or figure out, you know, the time that they're meant to have. Which, yeah, I do agree with that. But then it depends on your broadcasters, it depends on Sky Sports, how long they've got a time slot for that football game. So it's one of them that you've kind of got to look at the bigger picture and see if it'll work again.
And Nazan, yellow carding players for time wasting is just completely pointless. It doesn't
because they don't do
anything.
It.
Yeah,
yellow card.
Yeah, just keep on doing it.
Tell a lie. Do you know what happened at the Chelsea game the other day? Not the Dortmund game, the Leeds game, right?
Mm-hmm.
Leeds would time waste, right?
Yeah.
And he'll give them the little, oh, come on, like, hurry up. Our
Yeah.
player would just get the ball from, I don't know what they call them anymore. Used to be ball boys, but obviously you can't use that term anymore.
Stewards or whatever, the ball returners.
I mean, the stew is
Yeah,
different from the
the
ball
kid,
boys. They could call them ball boys.
ball boys, boy girls. Let's just say it that way, so we're not
You
keeping it
can't,
to
yeah.
one.
You
Yeah,
can't gender specify it anymore.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I can't remember what it's called. They call
But
it
okay, there's a
something.
boy kids.
It's like it
Ball
might
kids.
be ball mascot
It's a
or
boy
some
collector
rubbish
or
like that.
something.
A poor
Yeah.
Something
collector.
like that. But essentially, we would get the ball, turn around to go take a throw, and he's telling us to hurry up. What do you want him to do? Throw it over his head backwards?
Yeah.
Like, you're not being consistent. Again, it's the same official, same game. You're not being consistent with the rules on time wasted.
Yeah.
You pick up a ball, oh, you've got to hurry up. Like, he's just picked it up, mate.
It's like goalkeepers as well. You see it a lot with goalkeepers. They'll put the ball on the floor and they'll go to shoot and then pick the ball up. Because again, it's another tactic for time wasting.
Or they'll walk to the other side, or they'll pick up their drink, have a bit of their drink, or
Yeah.
it's ridiculous, honestly.
It is bad that it happens.
All right.
It's one of them.
Thank you, guys. Thank you very much for taking us through these VAR and then inconsistent officiating from the Premier League. We're going to go through the comment section and see what we have there at this moment. If you're just joining us now, forget to put a like or even subscribe to the platform. If it's the first time watching us over here, we're talking association football. We're talking about officiating in the Premier League. We're talking about mostly Andrew Mariner and his people, who was in charge of Chelsea's game against Leicester City, and the same man who was in the VAR room, in charge of the VAR room, which from what I read, his decision making was very, very high in terms of the decision, the red card that was being given to Casemiro. The same kind of tackle was being was implied or applied on Joao Felix, which VAR did not even it was not VAR did not even intervene. There was nothing like VAR. There was no yellow card. No time wasting on that tackle. So Pereira walk away free with it. The same thing with Amate, another stupid player of him. In my opinion, I know people will say, "Why am I saying he's stupid?" I know why. He did something stupid against the time we played the FA Cup final against them, and he really did something to my team's jersey, which a flag which I did not like. And he's my
the
countryman.
pennant when he threw it on the floor.
Yeah, it's my fellow countryman. So there should be a reason why I'm saying that. He's rubbish. He's not that good of a defender anyway. So yeah, we can move on from that. So Blue Blood said I'm gonna read some few of the comments. If you're just joining us, like I said, we're talking about Chelsea's away nightmare final really come to an end, and also Graham Potter speaks about the win. Chelsea's great form at this moment, 3 in a row. It started from the game against Borussia Dortmund. Chelsea went in with full power with all their GS on, and they won that game beautifully. They beat Borussia Dortmund from the first blow of the referee's whistle to the end of it, and then we came out victorious. And also we went on to win. We've won 3 games in a row. That's beautiful. Also we talk about Mateo Kovacic captainship and what is doing for Chelsea at this moment. Arsenal also extend their lead. Manchester United vs Southampton, and also transfer and contract update. Chelsea sign Dujan Whisper, that's his name, Whisper Richards, another player that Chelsea have signed. And also we'll talk about Joao Palihinho. Joao Palihinho, another Fulham player. We know how good it is, but he couldn't play. He couldn't play against Liverpool. Arsenal. He was injured. We will talk about that also. But then, before we get into that, we just 14 of us watching the stream live. And if it's first time joining us here, do not forget we still have Ryan. We have Ryan here as a panelist. We have Steven. Ryan is a die, true Liverpool fan. He loves Liverpool to death. You can never, if you put Liverpool there and you put $1 billion there, he'll take Liverpool and let the $1 billion go. That's how much he loves his Liverpool. And we have Paige here, who is a true Chelsea fan. He loves the women's game, and she loves the men's game as well. So we have her on the platform. We're trying to get different opinion in regards to how the Premier League is going. We also will take time and look at the relegation threats in the teams, and also can Arsenal win the Premier League this season. it's up to the goodness to tell. And so that is what we're talking about today. We'll look into the comment section and see what the guys are talking about. This is okay. This is the school. I think I've read that one. The school took lots of pictures at Stamford Bridge today. The business studies classes always visit Chelsea as part of the course. Yes, we saw those pictures earlier on. I love when Chelsea are doing. They're trying to get the kids to love football, and then also show them what they have at Stamford Bridge. You know, I haven't been there before, but it's something that I'm working towards to go to Stamford Bridge and take it all, go around the dressing room, and those beautiful pictures that I saw. The you know, we saw a lot of pictures that I haven't seen before. So it's won the Champions League group, unbeaten now onto the last 8. He is out of his depth, coming from what I think coming from what Lord said to staff. So thank you very much, guys. So let's keep it going. Won the Champions League, and that is what I just read. So 5 win in 20 coming from Lord. 5 win in 20. It takes time, Lord. It takes time. You know how difficult it is. It's been for Graham Potter taking over after the sack of Thomas Tuchel. So it's not going to be that easy. But then you can argue that even though he has his players coming back, he's still not. We could not still see the style of play, which I talk about it. But now it looks like we've seen it. I saw it from the Dortmund away game. And then we came back home. There were so many changes, which the reason for those changes, why he couldn't keep consistency, was because the medical team told him to rest certain players so we don't have any huge injury, which you know that Reece James was having tight muscles, right? Right, Stephen,
For the
tight.
Leeds game, he was for the Leeds game. It wasn't
Sterling
for
as well.
the
Yeah.
other one.
Sterling.
Sterling as
So
well.
some players, we're not ready.
Yeah, this game, Reece was just illness. So
Thank you
at
very
least
much,
it wasn't.
Stephen, and then Paige for that also. So yeah, where's percentage out of all Chelsea managers? It is true. 18 out of 24-man squad out injured, some more than once. 4 in 20. So what coming from Mr. Staff there? And then he said excuses. You're telling me we go ahead, Paige.
Just gonna say, butting in on them comments. I understand like excuses, but you've also got to take into consideration like it's been the World Cup as well. So you know, some of our players are coming off the back of the World Cup. So I get it's excuses, but if we train our players too hard and play them too hard, injuries are gonna happen. Just saying, carry on.
Hams. Sorry, Hams, you're down there. I didn't know you were there. Welcome to the stream, Hams.
Good evening.
How long have you been there?
Just a few minutes. Good evening.
Oh, my bad. Sorry. It happens when you got more people. When you jump on, you keep going down. So sorry. I'll come back to you, Hams, so you can take us through some of the decision making in the Premier League as we keep moving on. So yes, thank you everyone that has been here today. Where am I at this moment? Okay, you're telling me we can beat this. We can beat the team we're supposed to beat Southampton and West Ham and so on. Yeah, we couldn't beat Southampton. To be honest, I cannot bother with these excuses, BS facts anymore. Greetings to you, Phil. Greetings to you. Hope you're doing very well. Coming to Gunto, I agree. We had injuries. Even when players starting to return, we still had bad form. Some Chelsea fans asked, we have had injuries and now players, and new players, Chelsea players didn't know their rules yet. Knew that they.
I mean, the new players aspect is definitely a factor as well. Because they got to adjust to a new style, a new team,
new league,
obviously new teammates, language, all that. Especially Mudryk as well.
Yeah.
Like, it's okay for people like Enzo, you'll have like 1 or 2 players who you can communicate with, but there's no one that speaks the same language as Mudryk, so that doesn't help.
So now that the players know their rules yet, now that they do, we are the best team in Europe again at this moment. Let's
Hmm.
Stav, I have more questions for you. What is your real what is your real dislike towards Thomas Tuchel? That's a question for Stav. And also regardless of you admiration for Potter, respect to you, but he is has not he is but he is
He has not won a
has not
trophy. I
won a
think that's meant
trophy.
to be,
TT
and that Tuchel won
won
us
us
three.
three regardless. That is coming from DJ Sub. Thank you very much, DJ, for this wonderful question. No Stav is taking notes of those questions and he will come back with a reply here soon. How did we get on at least and Southampton? You're telling me we can't beat them. Oh, by the way, what was your score at West Ham last season? That is coming from going to the small comments coming in from him. Staff says Santiago has been since September, and now we are much, and we haven't seen anything from Potter. We just need to see consistency with pattern of play, because I haven't seen anything yet coming from my brother Lord. Big up to you, Lord. Thank you for your comment. So if I make a comparison with Tuchel, I have to hate him, right? That's a question coming from Gunto. It says it took 10 games to win 3 trophies. Luca Vialli won four, no experience. Again, only Chelsea ever to lose 3 finals. Stop asking same question. But if you say the same question, it means you bring the same thing that
Same
we
answer.
always talk about, going to the past. Look at Vialli. Look at Vialli is not here. May he so rest in peace. Let him sleep a little bit. Let him sleep at Italy. He's trying to sleep. And then Stav is always bringing his name here. Okay. Big up to you, Luca Vialli. You did a good job for Chelsea. My Lord, Lord said that 3 trophies, Super Cup is the same as the Community Shield, one of games, and also Club World Cup. You completing against nobody. Easy team who won in their countries, coming from a lot. Also, that's what we have here. So it's a 9 unbeaten before injuries, 3 in a row. New now players are back. If
Three in a row now
uh
that players are back.
if you
If you
see
see
nothing,
nothing,
you're
you're
not
not paying
playing,
attention.
not paying attention. Coming from staff over here, Gunto, I don't think 3 games is enough to see the whole situation. Three
Fair
game.
enough.
I hope you guys are taking notes of some of these comments coming in. So Santiago said, "Lord, yes, He's been a manager since September, but there was a long break due to the World Cup. Then the injury transfer, Potter had to
January
adjust
transfer.
the
January.
roster. Yeah, adjust to adjust the roster again. Potter hasn't been that bad though. He's been bad. I'll say he's been average, a little bit average. He's averaging. That's
Hmm.
where I'll put him at this moment. We don't have to stress ourselves. And Potter in and Potter out. He's the manager at this moment. He's not going anywhere. Let's support him. Every manager is suffering in the World Cup. One in the World Cup. WC one, and Bowley gave him the backing. I blame Bowley as well with the transfers. You can't. There's a reason why those transfer happen. If those transfer hasn't happened, we probably the rules or the law would have changed, and Chelsea wouldn't be able to make those transfer anymore. So let's take advantage whilst the law and the rules are there. The World Cup isn't an excuse anymore, because every team has suffered with the WC, which is the World Cup. We dominated Dortmund twice. We have been averaging 13 chances in at least in last 6 games. Don't communicate with me.
Mhm.
Thanks. It's getting too personal, guys. It's getting too personal. Lord, from Santiago to Lord says, but most of the managers have been with their team for many years. This is Potter's first year, and he didn't even have a summer with the team yet. He will get one. He will get one. DJs have listened, everyone. Listen, everyone has their views and opinion. No one can change another person's mind. So we are all right in our own ways. I don't get why people are sensitive when it comes to Graham Potter. I don't know why either. I don't know why. I wish I know. Lord said,
Beats me.
going to yes. we dominated these games, but you're just pointing those games. Like I said, we need to see more after what form we've been in. Coming from Lord, thank you very much, Lord Santiago. Don't act like he hasn't had a Premier League experience. Well, we could say he has a lot of Premier League experience, a lot of them, but he hasn't got that kind of pressure that he has at Chelsea. You could argue that. So thank you very much, Lord, for your opinion. It's accepted. Staff said, Santiago, save your energy. Their time will come. Let's move on. Let's move on. So Casemiro got the touch of the ball. Look closely.
I'm pretty sure we all said that.
Yes. Blue Blood said, but most people would agree that there is generally more satisfaction in seeing a Man United playing together.
Player getting sent
player,
off.
player getting sent off.
That's
Okay.
his second red card, Casemiro, in the Man United team.
He never.
Right.
I think we were talking earlier,
no.
me and you and Ryan, that he never had a straight red in his whole time with Real Madrid, right?
Never.
Now he's
never.
got 2 straight reds.
Unbelievable.
And it was his first game back, I think, as well. Literally his first game back, and he got another one straight away.
Oh,
He's got seven game suspensions this season. That's a fifth of the season he's missing.
Yeah. He's
It's
earning money,
mental.
isn't he? Doing nothing.
yeah, I'll take that any day.
Yeah.
Yes, I still have more comments here to read, but let's get into the topics a little bit. I'll come back to the comment again. Hamza, welcome to the stream again. Like I said,
good evening.
Can you take us through our weekend victory against Leicester City, and then the VAR? I mean, some of the decision making from Andrew Mariner. I'll give you just 1 minute or 2 minutes. Take us through it. Then we'll come back to the topics.
Yeah, let me just do it very quickly. I thought it was a good improved performance. We won 3-1. I thought that we were very good in the game. I think that Enzo Fernandez was a bargain. He had a fantastic pass, and I thought he very developed in this team very well. I'm starting to fall in love with him, not in that way, but as a player.
I know what you mean.
No.
Go ahead.
I thought Joao Felix been unlucky with the chances he had. We've been very unlucky with the disallowed goals, with the offsides. But we could have scored more goals in this game, which I was very happy with the team's effort. But overall, 3 goals, and we got the 3 points. That's important. So I'm very happy with that game, in my opinion.
Paige, you got something to say? You always got a lot to say.
Yeah, no, I just agree with what you said. Really, it's been quite a good weekend.
Yeah.
You want me to talk about the referees?
Go for it.
Oh gosh, where do I start?
Yeah, go for it.
Listen, when VAR first came out, I'm sure everyone was a fan of when it first released. I thought it was a good idea for something.
Yeah.
It would be bringing something right to the footballing regime, and I thought like it will help the referees. But turns out it was the other way around. I'm not happy because there should have been at least a red card and at least 2 red cards in our game. It was the same official in VAR, right? Andrew Mariner, whatever his name is.
Yeah.
So he didn't give a red card for our game, and he gave no cards. In fact, I don't think anything was monitored.
No, there was 2 yellows, I think.
And the Man United game, Casemiro's challenge was even that bad. And originally, Anthony Taylor gave a yellow card, went to VAR because Andrew Mariner spoke to him in the earpiece to check it, and it could be a potential red, and he gave a red card, which is a disgrace to me because I thought that it wasn't as bad as if you seen it from the replay. I thought it was harsh. I think some people say it could be a red, it could be not a red. I just think like looking at it again, it's just minimum. I'll probably give a yellow, to be honest, or but because of the follow through afterwards. Because if you look at the follow through after when he touched the ball, normally that's a yellow card, to be honest. But it's the same thing with all referees with VAR. There's no consistency. We're gonna see unnecessary things like that we're always gonna see in football, and I don't think it's ever gonna change, to be honest. And that's how we are in this world right now, to be honest.
Yeah.
I don't think it's ever going to change right now for where we are. I don't think it's ever going to change. If I'm going to ask any of you, I feel like maybe Andrew Murray, I don't think that tackle was in real life as he was watching it was that severe. It was that dangerous enough. Is that what he was thinking? I'm trying to read his mind. That's why he didn't even
the thing
take it
is
to
the
the
thing is
VAR.
the thing is they replayed it in slow motion. They couldn't just replay it in real time, so it'd be a lot better for them to analyze it rather than slow motion, because you can't really tell, in my opinion.
No, slow motion looks more dangerous than it is in real
it
time.
makes it look bad. That's what I'm saying.
But he didn't allow the VAR to even intervene for him to go and look at it, or even let the people in the VAR room to check it. He just played on. Okay.
But all they have to do is say, we think it's a red card, and we recommend you have a look at it yourself.
Okay.
That's all they have to say, literally. And then he goes over to the monitor, he looks. Which is the way it should be done. I think the majority of the time, this is the last time I'm going to speak on it unless it comes up again in the stream. This is what I think should happen the majority of the time. If they think that it should be overturned, you simply go, we think you've got it wrong, take a look for yourself. Because otherwise, if they're not looking themselves, they're getting told in there, yeah, you got it wrong, blah, blah, blah. But if they look at it themselves, when the players are asking them questions, they can say, having looked at the replay at the monitor, I missed this happened, or whatever it is. But if you're just getting told in your ear, you can't do that.
No.
Yeah.
Because you're just going off of what someone's told you. Oh, I got it wrong. They're saying, I missed this. But look at yourself. Okay, I've missed this. This is what happened. That's why it's been overturned or hasn't been overturned. It's not that difficult for them to do. And it actually, let's be honest, that'll probably speed it up as well. Because they look at it, bang, done, rather than listen for 4 minutes, then get sent to the monitor, and then watch for 2 minutes, and then make a decision.
Thank you very much, Mr. Steven. Let's get to the comments. Steven, take us for the comments, 5 of them. Then we're going to go to Paige, you take us 4 of them. Then Ryan will get us 4 of the comments. So I can relax a little bit. Then we continue with the contents that we have here.
Have we done this one on screen? I feel like we've done this one.
Yes, I think
we've done this one. All.
I think we've done this one.
Oh no,
the next one will be this one, Santiago.
So Lord says, Santiago, it's not about instant results. It's about patterns of play, and the results have shown it, and game management. But the last 3 games, we've seen his game management. So I'm being fair. Santiago then said, once Potter and Chelsea have completely transformed the team, they will win the league every year the next 15 years, not just once every 5. Okay, that's pushing it. Every year.
All right,
hold on. But relax.
Hold on a minute. And guys, if you have any reaction in terms of the comments, you can just dot it down. You can write it down. Then once we're done with the comments, we can bring it back up. Okay. Sounds good. Sounds good, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sounds
all right,
good.
Great. So, if you have any of the comments. What was that, Paige?
Next one.
Let's
move. Next one will be that one. Not the comment.
Am I still reading it, or?
Yeah, you can read it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I can't see.
I can't see them either. Yeah.
All right. It looks very small. It says LOL.
Oh, okay. I got it.
It says
there. I got it.
Hold your voice.
Stav said, Lo Santiago meant first year at Chelsea, not EPL, Arteta, Pep, Klopp, Rodgers, etc. Even how 18 months. Santiago then said, Chelsea's goal is to be the best and most popular team Bowley wants to be better than Real Madrid, to be the team that every player wants to go to, the dream club. Lord said, we will see Santiago, fair enough. Yeah, I just did that as one was just easier. Stav said, if Chelsea win Saturday, we go above Fulham, who everyone has been raving about. Oh,
Right.
Phantom's got to pop up in a
Oh
second.
gosh.
He's around.
If I speak, I'm in trouble.
Take this one, then the next one will be Paige.
Okay, no worries. Santiago said, while Chelsea's history have won many trophies, we were never looked at as the best team. We were always second to Madrid, Barcelona, United, Munich. Bowley is not satisfied with that. I can do a couple more if it's easier.
All right,
Yeah,
go
go
ahead.
for it.
sir.
Go for it. I can't really see him.
You can't see them.
The additional time should amount to 90 minutes, NFL, NHL, etc. Yeah, and also if you do it by, instead of just adding it on, if you just do it that you stop the clock, you don't even need to add on time then, because you're playing for the full 90 minutes of the ball and play.
Yep.
This is what we were touching on before. This is what I can't remember who said it.
I did. It's fine.
Oh, it was you that said it. Okay, sorry. But yeah,
No, it's
so what you were saying, right? If they just stop the clock like they do in those sports, you don't need added time anyway. And it'll speed the game up, because they'll be like, oh, we got to hurry up because the clock's not moving. We're not gaining an advantage from time wasting.
Yeah. Okay.
Patrick said, pardon my lateness, knee.
Yeah, but let me react to that one. Mr. Patrick, I always tell you, I always say lateness is always greatness.
Lateness is greatness.
Even if you have 5 minutes and you jump in late, it's okay, Mr. Patrick. Do not stress yourself. You are one of the main people that make this stream going all the time. You always tune in when you're streaming live. Pardon my on my streaming schedule, because I'll explain this. If you're just joining us, let me explain this again to you. Here in Michigan, or I wouldn't say the state, because not all the states have been going back and front with it in terms of their time hours. Here in some type of the season, during this time of the season, either we move our time ahead 1 hour ahead of time. So it used to be 5 hours different from the UK, and then us here in Michigan. But now, because of the season, we have to move our time ahead. It becomes 4 hours. So I'm trying to make sure I stream at the right time that is very convenient to all the fans that are between 4 and 5 hours ahead of us here. So that is why I stream a little bit late today. But then we'll see how things goes by tomorrow. And also, we don't know. It looks like it's a very nice time to stream, but because the numbers on the stream has been consistent from 15 to 13. It used to be 500 and 400. I don't know what YouTube is doing. Someone will say YouTube is doing me dirty today, but you don't know. Sometimes when you're lucky, you can go trending, and sometimes you're not. So let's give everything to God. He knows why today has been like this. But then I have my cherish, and I have people that always tune in when we're streaming and talking football. It's because of how we treat our viewers. We don't really fight over here. Let's just have fun. That's all it's about. Go ahead, Steven. Steven?
Does anyone else want to take the next couple?
Yeah.
We'll just keep switching over.
Is Ryan there? Ryan still there?
I can't actually. I'm here. I can't see them on that page. I can't read them. They're coming up.
If you just click it so it's on the screen, then they can
it's on the screen
see
now.
If they can't.
Oh yeah, I can see it on the screen.
Get women to do the VAR, as they are good at spotting anything not right.
That's true. That's true.
Yes. Oh yeah.
My mom is good at that. So
your mom, yeah, women are very, very good in terms of they can make sure I don't know kind of eyes they have, but then they can spot the right thing and say, no, this is not right. They can put a woman in there. I'm sure they can put the woman in there. Yeah. Staff can apply for that job. Staff can do it.
Wasn't there a female official who had like
Paige
a really
would apply for the job?
They did have female officials, like referees and
they
do. There was a lineswoman or something. She barely had a decision wrong.
Yeah. This season I haven't seen her this season. I haven't seen her this season.
I think that lady, once or twice.
I've seen one.
I think I've seen it.
Yeah,
I've seen a few, and in the World Cup.
If you guys remember, Aguero tried to give a hug or something like that. You guys remember?
Yeah,
Yes,
he got
No, I don't
really
remember. I
heavily
remember you
criticized for it.
mentioning it, though.
that's funny.
Yeah, Aguero did that. It
He
was the same
got
lady.
too
I haven't seen her
touchy.
much in this season. I haven't seen her much this season. But yeah, thank you everyone that has been here. We got 15 of us watching live at this moment. So if you're just joining us, if you followed Paige on our stream, remember Paige is always here all the time. Today, her camera fell yesterday. It got broken, but she's working on it. She's working on getting a new camera. So you guys come on next time. You can see our Paige. And you can see how she loves football. When she's behind the screen, she's just, yeah, come on, Chelsea. Come on, Chelsea. Yeah, you're going to get that from Paige.
Chelsea.
So,
Chelsea.
Yeah, sorry, I'm
I
late.
told
Niz.
you guys. I told you.
Sorry, I'm
That
late,
camera
Niz. Sorry, I'm late, Niz. I was in a crisis meeting.
All
Oh,
right.
no.
All right, Mr. Ryan,
Yeah,
take us through it.
I've got to jump off my stuffs about it that I didn't realize. I'll try
I'm
and
just
catch up
kidding.
with you guys later.
Yeah, Stephen,
Yeah,
take care. We'll catch you up
I'll
later.
try and be around in the comments and stuff though.
No problem. Welcome the people in the chat. If you see them in.
Yeah, I'll be
Thank
back
you very
in a
much.
minute.
Okay. Mr. Ryan, take us through it. We still have
Yes, Nazan. Comments, or I've got a few things I can probably quickly
let's
talk about.
read some more
Stick to
few of the
comments.
comments. We got too
Okay,
many of
no
them
problem.
here. Then you can go ahead.
Patrick Bateman says, "Blue blood, very true. Women are never wrong here. Never wrong, are they? That's true.
No,
Women are always right.
they are sometimes wrong. No, they're not all the time right. No.
That's
We're gonna have to debate another day. Another day,
you said
guys.
that. You said that, not me.
Patrick is
I'll keep quiet.
Patrick,
They are
exactly.
so wrong.
Paige said I'll be quiet.
I'll keep quiet.
Okay.
I know Nazan, I123 love you forever. She's always right. I know you'll agree with me on that.
Yeah, she's always right. When she come
She's
over
always
here,
right.
she always put people right over here. Especially when Stav started doing all his stuff. I wanted to put him right. Stavy.
I'm sure she's
All right.
being sarcastic here. Yeah, you guys suck
Yeah.
at men always right. Okay.
Absolutely. All right, go ahead.
Patrick Bateman, my missus would tend to disagree. 123. Okay, fair enough. Each to their own.
I love it.
Yeah,
ahead,
I
Ryan.
123 love you forever. So we've got a bigger back and forth here. Well, not all women are the same, so remember that. True. That's facts.
True
That's
that.
true. Mm-hmm.
True that.
Starve says at Patrick Bateman, she's not being complimentary. Okay. I'm kind of reading out a conversation here, am I? Like,
Yeah, guys, let's read a little bit. It sounds let's entertain ourselves. I've got bone to pick. We go for that one.
Okay, yeah, I've got bone to pick with Potter Gotno. Okay.
Potter and then
Gonto.
Gonto. Okay, fair enough.
Gunter.
Gunter. Patrick again. Why is he dropping Mount out of the squad? Oh God. Yeah, we haven't even touched on Mason Mount, have we, Nazan?
No,
No,
Paige was like, I was like,
topic.
Mount. Paige asked the same question. I was like, Mount is not in the content today. He's like, no, you better put Mount in there because
it's a hot topic today.
Okay.
Hot topic.
Mason Mount is a hot topic.
I'll bring it on, guys. I know you guys really want to hear much about Mason Mount. We'll get more statistics and what is going on with Mason Mount. We get a chance to talk. Don't worry. Let's go, guys.
Stavy Mount needed a break, but he had an abdomen injury. Was sick Saturday. That's true. I heard the same.
Yeah.
Patrick Bateman, but he was in training just the other day. Yeah, I mean, a player can be training. It doesn't mean they're match fit and worthy of the squad. So, Stav, how the hell can he win a trophy already? Only the League Cup so far, right?
Hey, Phantom is back. Big up to you, Phantom.
I think he's on a back and hug.
Yeah. It's very late in Manila, but he's still find time to come over here and then listen to what we're saying. Big up to you, Phantom. Go ahead, Mr. Ryan.
Do you want to take this on his own, or should I read out?
No, you don't have to. But yeah, let's read this out. Let's read this out for Phantom.
Okay. Early comments made on YouTube Live are cut off. Generally, I only post the advanced comments no more than 90 minutes prior to showtime.
Yeah, I don't know. They were there, but as soon as we're about to start the stream, everything went off. I was like, what happened? But then, Phantom of Many topic, I could tell you, all the comments that you put in the stream earlier on are still on my platform. I can highlight them out for you. You see them? These are your comments. They're still in my device over here. But then it's gone away from I mean, it's vanished. It's vanished from YouTube, but then all your comments are still here. Phantom of the topic. So, let me let you know. I'll let you know that I read all your comments for you before the stream started. I mean, once we started the stream, I read all your comments. So, so you know, I did not ignore your comments as they came in. All right. So, Paige, let's Ryan have something to say, but let's give Paige some time to read this for us. Paige, you have time?
Of course.
Where are we up to? Are we up to Patrick Bateman? I get the feeling he's being dropped because of contract negotiations. Yeah, that's to do with Mason Mount. Obviously, he's not agreeing to the compromised fee they have given. He's declined it. So yeah, we'll see what happens with Mason Mount. We'll talk on that in a bit. Phantom of many topics. Gonto Stav. Oh right, yeah, because we're saying his name.
Gonto Stav.
Gonto Botsi. Nee, are you totally silly? I should stop asking the same question by Dudu Stav. Asking why I hate you. Cool. Yeah, it's irrelevant, that one, really.
Paige, we can hear you.
Yep.
Paige, we can
It's
hear you.
It's irrelevant. It's irrelevant.
Good.
So let's just
That's
move on to
life.
that one.
People used to chill out, so yeah, stick to compare. Okay, all right. So I'm sure DJ Sab is reading it. He's seen it. Go ahead, Paige.
Patrick's statement. Gonto, what's your predictions? This is commentary. Gonto Botsy, we had 8 injured and 12 at World Club, more than any club. That's kind of what I was going on about earlier when they were saying about excuses. Kind of got to take that into consideration. We'll ignore what that one says. I don't predict because I'm a jinx when I predict. Yeah, well done.
Oh, we're already done here.
Patrick Bateman, that's fair enough. I fear Sean Dyke with his relegation sides.
Yeah.
Then I want to elaborate on that one.
Where are you, Paige? Is it Patrick? Is it Patrick
Sean
again?
Dyke, yeah. If we concede first, I hope it doesn't kill the momentum we've gained the past few games.
All right, we have this one here.
Yeah, I've just read that one.
If we concede first, go ahead.
I've just read it.
Okay, so we're on this one.
This is irrelevant, really.
Yes, full of stuff.
We shouldn't really be exploiting real names on social media unless you actually legally put it out there yourself. So it's a bit of a weird one.
Yes, sir. Fulham Farnham, stop. What's your real name?
Yeah,
no,
be careful,
don't do
guys.
this.
Blue blood. Yeah. If at Everton, I would be more concerned, but Chelsea should beat Everton at home. Mm-hmm.
Easy peasy.
All right.
Patrick Bateman need to make it heard that we need to sign Mount at the bridge.
Yeah.
100%. Phantom of many topics. No point in cheering for Everton. If our guy Frank Lampard isn't there, I will support Havertz the false nine. Fair enough. That's our Fulham fan, isn't
Lampard isn't here.
Patrick Bateman. It amazes me when people think they can pick and choose who and when they can support a player or a club. Yeah, it surprised me as well, to be fair.
Yeah, it should be the club, not an individual. It should be the club first. Not an individual. Thank you very much, Mr. Patrick, for your comment.
Players, I get if you really like a player, but you can't just keep swapping and changing. It's one of them. I don't really see the relevancy for that comment. Really, do you not have any dignity, sir? Pass on that one. Phantom of many topics. Patrick, Klopp can develop Mount better than Potter. So we're having our Liverpool and Chelsea conversation there.
All right, Hams, take the rest so we can continue with the program here. Hams, there you go. Coming from Mr. Patrick.
Patrick,
thank you very much. Thank you very much, Paige.
Patrick has said, if you want Mount to go to Liverpool, don't ever call yourself a Chelsea fan or supporter.
Thank you very much.
Question for Ryan: do you not think not having Diaz, Jota, Van Dijk, and others have had an adverse effect on your season?
Yeah, Ryan will take
I'll answer it later. Yep. Cheers.
Yeah, next.
Ryan, you already have some. Something you're trying to say, so you can add that to it once you get a floor. Yeah, thank you.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Gonto said, Patrick Bateman, he isn't a Chelsea fan, never has been. You don't change clothes more often than the underwear.
Yeah.
Patrick Bateman, Gonto, if you expect such actions from a child, no disrespect, Phantom.
Right.
Oh
Okay.
no.
Uh,
Phantom Havard has played a free role in the last 3 games, not false nine. Keep up.
Yep, we're getting there. We're getting there.
Oh, Lord Vapor Nation said, if it's Labour or the Champions League final, you know what I'm picking.
Yeah,
okay.
Okay, that's not relevant. We move.
you move on.
Phantom of many topics said, if I arrive late, I scroll back first to hear you read my early comments before coming to the live portion.
Aw.
Yeah.
That's
If
sweet.
I arrive late, I scroll back first to hear you read my earlier comment. Thank you, thank you. See, that's what I love about Phantom. So even if the stream comes to an end, he wants to see how we reacted to his comment. And I love Phantom. And the time that he spent with us, even he's all the way in Manila. Phantom used to be in the States. He always joined because I've known Phantom from I knew Phantom from Green Theft platform. From there, I know Phantom from other platform, and he just joined us here. He's an amazing person. Although he's very late, I'm not so sure what time it is. Phantom, what time it
It
is
is
right
getting
now?
it is getting late here, to be fair.
Yeah,
Just
this is
saying.
his name on Facebook. That's his real name. Phantom
Mm.
follows me on Facebook, so that's
Oh
his real
god,
name. Yeah, Facebook. Alec is the name.
that's a
That's the
long,
name he
long
uses.
name.
That's his real name. So I mean, he's got nothing to hide. So yeah,
Thank you
that's
for
his name
sharing,
on
bro.
Facebook. So thank you very much, Phantom, for sharing that with us. Like I said, always we thank you for the time that you spend with us, and also you keep the chat, the comment section going all the time, which I really am very, very grateful for it. So, Mr. Ryan, take over before I start with what I have here. We got 1 hour 31 minutes. We got half an hour more to end the stream. Paige, you okay with that? It's getting too late. Are you okay with that, Paige?
Yeah, it's cool.
You sure?
I've probably got half an hour. I've probably got half an hour left in me. Then I
Yeah,
need to go
just
to
half
sleep.
an hour and nothing more.
Mhm.
Okay. Good. Mr. Ryan.
Yeah, Nazan, I'll kind of try to quickly get through my points, and then we can
Go
move
for
on
it.
to Mason
Go for
Mount.
it.
So yeah, just addressing Stav's comments. So thanks for the question, Stav. It's a good one. Yes, to kind of put it bluntly. Sorry, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah, to put it bluntly, yes, injuries have had a detrimental effect on our season. I saw a statistic the other day that we've actually had 21 players in our squad suffer injuries and miss games this season, which is just
Wow.
outrageous. 21
Right.
players. And the ones that Stav has outlined in his comments are key players, Luis Diaz, Diego Jota, and Virgil van Dijk. And it's not just concentrated in one area, right? It's throughout the team, defense, midfield, and attack. So without a doubt, Stav, to answer your question, it has had a unfortunately adverse effect on our season. And it has also highlighted a lot of recruitment failings and negligence, where we haven't planned enough long term in our midfield area, especially. The fact we're having to still rely on Jordan Henderson and James Milner to play minutes, and a young kid, Bazitic, who's only like 18, 19 years old, just tells you, we haven't, planned for the future enough. So it's a key transfer window for us coming up. Just had a couple of other quick points, which is Stephen mentioned this, I think, earlier today, and I can see it's now official on the Chelsea website. So I'm sure Paige, Hams, Nizan, you'll know this. Anthony Barry, who's your assistant coach,
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
it's now
Anthony Barry.
confirmed that he's taken up the dual role with Portugal's men's national team. That's now official
Yeah.
on the website.
Mhm.
He was previously working with Roberto Martinez with Belgium during the World Cup, and I think before that he'd worked with Ireland. But now, Martinez has obviously been appointed the Portugal full-time
Full
coach,
time. Yeah.
and he's going to continue working with Martinez now with Portugal. So it's a good, I guess, CV building experience for him. And I know he's very highly regarded, Anthony Barry. He first was there under Lampard, and then he continued when Tuchel took over, and now he's stuck around with Potter. So he's definitely, a big part of the coach setup at Chelsea.
Yeah.
And then just to end things, Nizan, you mentioned at the top of the stream about Gary Lineker. So I won't
Gary
go into
Lineker,
I won't go into too much detail because this can open up a can of worms, and we could have
Right.
2 hours just talking about this, right?
I know.
This is a big
100%.
topic. So let me just give my 2 cents, and I'll hand over
Oh, you
to
give me
to
5
Paige.
cents. 2 cents is not enough.
5
Just give me
cents,
5
okay.
cents. Yeah, I'll take
I'll
5.
give you 5 cents. So at the end of the day, this is all about politics, right? So the chairman of the BBC is a quite prominent Tory donor who has given like a loan to Boris Johnson before he became prime minister. So as soon as Gary Lineker, who's not a news reporter, let's make that clear, he's obviously a sports journalist, sports presenter.
Yeah.
When he made some, unfavorable, let's say, opinionated comments about the asylum situation here, that was obviously going to hit a nerve with the BBC chair because of his connections to the Tories. And then there was pressure put on the BBC to, take him off the air and suspend him. But you can see now, Nizan, you broke the news in our Discord this morning that Lineker is now returning to the BBC. A deal has been reached with the corporation, and the BBC is going to undertake like an independent review of its social media guidelines. The interesting thing here is that, Gary Lineker is not a news reporter. He's not a news reader. These kind of impartiality guidelines, they're primarily for like people who read the news or work on news and current affairs, because they don't want to be seen as, being biased or opinionated. You can't, as a newsreader, read out the news and say like, oh, the Labour Party is better than the Conservatives.
Right.
You can't make an opinion like that as a newsreader. You have to be impartial. Those kind of rules shouldn't really apply to people who work in kind of the sports part of the business, let's say. But Gary Lineker is such a big profile. He's such a big name within the BBC that those rules do actually extend to him. And it's the same with Claudio Winkleman and a few other, I think, Graham Norton. He's another one that it applies to. So it's clear BBC need to kind of review their obviously social media guidelines, and but it's good to see Lineker back on the air. So yeah, and we can watch
In the first
match of the
place, I
day.
don't think it should have happened at all. Yeah.
Yeah.
Paige, you have any reaction to that? You wanna get into it before I go to Hams?
There is so much you can say about it. Obviously, UK, everyone's entitled to opinion. It's a free country. You can kind of say what you want, but then obviously you've got to think about your job, and when you sign your contract, like what you can and can't do. So I think that's probably a big misfiring thing as well for the BBC. Gary Lineker himself, footballer, presenter, journalist, you name it. He's got 8.8 million followers on Twitter. So whatever he posts, people are going to see it. So I don't know. And then everyone, this weekend boycotting match of the day. It kind of shows how much politics in our country, especially how much politics does play a part in things, and it is crazy. So I think he'll definitely learn from this one. Not to kind of say anything, but then again, I don't think he will, because it's just highlighting he's technically just highlighted to the world that you can't really, about his opinion. So I don't know. It's a bit of a weird one, really, but I guess it just shows the power of social media and everything else.
Thank you very much, Blue Clouds Media panelist Paige. Thank you very much. That should tell you she listened to whatever is going on in the news media. Mr. Hams, what do you have to tell? What do you have for us in regards to Gary Lineker's situation with BBC?
At the end of the day, whether you're in a job or not, be careful what you say on the internet. If you speak, as Jose Mourinho said, you
was it wrong? Was it wrong what he said, Mr. Hams?
it's just one of those politics things.
Mm.
Now, was he wrong? Yes.
No, no, I don't think it's wrong in my opinion. I don't
Okay.
think it's wrong.
No,
But
no.
I'm glad that he's coming back to match of the day.
Yeah.
Hopefully this is resolved and now he's learned his lesson, which is important if you learn your lesson and you improve as a person in general. And I'm sure everyone has done stuff like this before, like say some stuff or write stuff on the
Right.
internet and gets leaked out. These things happen. You just need to be careful what you do, to be honest.
Right. You know, thank you very much. I mean, the whole thing is I'm very, very happy with whatever decisions that they all made in terms of when Gary Lineker was being told to step aside. All those that work with him, Alan Shearer, all those big guys that do the program, host the program with him, all of them will step down. They said, no, we're not
Yeah.
doing anything. We're not going to come because our main man, Gary Lineker, who we support, is not there. We're not coming. Anyone that was being called upon to host that show during that day said no to it. And I really like that. It means that there's unity, support, people that support Gary Lineker. And I was watching him when Chelsea was playing Leicester City. I saw him there. I was like, man, BBC missed this guy. BBC, and one way or the other, he's also there watching the game live, which he hasn't seen the live game in probably quite a long time. So yes, I was very happy seeing Gary Lineker in the stand watching his favorite Leicester City play Chelsea. So let's move on from there, and then the next topic that we're going to talk about is as Chelsea's away performance has been until yesterday's win against Leicester City. As per this against Leicester City.
Saturday,
Chelsea have. Go ahead, Stav. I mean the page.
Saturday, not yesterday.
Oh yes, Saturday. Yeah, absolutely.
It feels like Saturday yesterday, to be honest.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
As per Chelsea have ended a run of eight Premier League away games without a victory, which is 4 draw, 4 losses. With their first win on the road to 2-0 victory over Aston Villa in October 2022. So that should tell you how difficult it has been for the Blues winning away. So that's just by the way. And also we're gonna look into what Graham Potter speaks after what he said after the win. And this is what Potter said. Graham Potter speaks after the match. I'm delighted for the players. It's been a tough period, but this week has been positive. We all agree it's been positive, right? Stephen Hampson and Page.
Yeah. This week's been better, and I'm happy that things are slowly turning around. Hopefully, and we just need to see where this goes, and hopefully we keep winning, and hopefully the players gel together, and we bring the positivity towards the fans as well.
Are you still Potter out?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. That's just by the way, because I know where my brother stands in terms of Graham Potter. So Chelsea's great form, one goal against Leeds United, two goals against Dortmund, 3 goals against Leicester City, and then 4 against next opponent. So that's how it keep going from 1 goal against Leeds United. Then it went on. Then we see the telepathic understanding, the chemistry start working, the air, the what do you call it? The how would I say it? Okay, whatever. So each game it kept multiplying by a goal. So we've seen 1. Then the next game was 2 against Dortmund. The next one was 3 goals against Leicester City.
Next we're gonna see 4.
Next we're gonna end up seeing 4. So guys, if you're one of the people that does a paperwork, when I say paperwork in terms of a betting, that's what I call it, paperwork in terms of betting. Make sure you go 4 goals for Chelsea in the next game against. Who's it going to be? Is it Everton, right? Is it Everton?
Yeah, 4-0.
4-0 Everton. 4-0 to Chelsea. Everton are going to sit deep. It will be difficult, but I know Enzo Fernandez who can lob the ball will make the difference to Kai Havertz. Kai Havertz is playing very well, which he said. His Chelsea poor performance was also affecting his family or relationship, which if Chelsea start playing well, it means Kai Havertz will have a very good relationship from what he's trying to say. So we're going to move on from there. And then the next one will be Mr. Mateo Kovacic. Mateo Kovacic has captained Chelsea to 3-3 wins in a struggling time. Ryan, I'll start from Ryan, then I'll work my way out to all right, Paige is right there. Paige, what do you make of Mateo Kovacic leadership role right now as Chelsea? Has so much experience with Real Madrid. He's won Champions League 3 in a row. You can argue that he didn't play much in those much he didn't play much in Real Madrid winning those trophies. But then what do you want to say in terms of Mateo Kovacic experience and also being a captain at this moment whilst Aspilicueta is on the bench?
I think leadership-wise, he can, pull the team with the position he's playing in at the moment. He kind of has that control to be able to do that. However, I don't know, captaincy-wise, I would be looking more at Reece James or Thiago Silva or Kappa at its finest, because from watching games myself, I don't know, I've seen more communication from Thiago Silva and Reece James than I have really seen Kovacic at the moment, but that might be because I don't really focus on Kovacic as such at the moment.
Yeah, thank you very much. Paige, Hams, you're down there. Do you think it's just that Mateo Kovacic is being lucky being a captain and winning 3 out of 3 as a captain?
I wouldn't say it's lucky, but I would say I didn't expect him to be captain. I expected someone else to be captain. It was difficult to think because of the injuries and what's been going on with Chelsea. Because Silva's out, Aspi's out, and we also saw Jorginho, who was our vice captain, as well. So yeah, I'm happy with Kovacic. I wouldn't say he's the leader would think across our head. We'll probably think Reece James should be the future captain, Silva, or Kepa, or many others maybe. But yeah, I'm happy that he took the initiative and captain the side, and he's doing a decent job.
Yeah.
A decent job, but still more to come. I still think he has a lot to bring in our team. I think he's doing fantastic at the moment. He's getting better with the partnership of Enzo, but we shall see where this goes. I'm very happy with how positive is Kovacic is leading the team.
Thank you very much, Ham. So, Mr. Ryan, what do you make of Kovacic captainship and role as a leader with the CFC without the lights of Aspilicueta and also Thiago Silva? He takes the captainship role and he's taking Chelsea 3 in 3 right now as a captain.
Yeah, I mean, you guys are high on confidence now. You've won 3 games in a row, 2 in the Prem, 1 in the Champions League. Kovacic is an interesting one, isn't it? Because you look back at his time at Real Madrid, he was competing with the likes of Cruz, Modric, Casemiro. So he was always going to struggle, right, to break into the Real Madrid side. And I remember before he transferred to Chelsea, so he came on loan, didn't he, to Chelsea? He wasn't.
Yeah.
He wasn't a direct sell. Yeah, so he initially had a loan spell. And I remember, I think it was the Champions League final. Madrid played against Liverpool. He was on the bench and he didn't get any minutes, and he was furious with Zidane, and that's what ultimately led to his demise. And he got loaned out and then sold, and then Madrid made some money on him, I think, relative to how much they bought him from Inter. He doesn't strike me as, the loud type who is going to be very vocal on the pitch necessarily. I think he's more of a silent, calm leader.
Yeah.
But in terms of long term, it's about finding that partnership with Enzo in your midfield, whether you play 3-4-3 or 4-2-3-1, and whether that person playing alongside Enzo is going to be Zakaria, Kante, or Declan Rice, or whoever eventually Potter decides. Kovacic is, he's a good player. He's a good age. He's experienced. He's won Champions Leagues, like you said.
Yeah.
It's just whether, I don't know, does Potter and Bowley, the fan base, think they can upgrade on him and get someone with more quality
Kovacic?
in that midfield? Yeah, someone better than Kovacic.
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so? Okay.
No.
I respect that.
Yeah. I mean,
Um,
you need experience. You may see Kovacic if you really understand how he plays. He's not a guy that can get you 15 goals a season, maybe 30 goals. You won't get it from Kovacic. But then I mean, the way he plays contribute. He able to open room or open spaces for others to score goals. He's very good in holding up to the ball, and also very skillful. His skill set is also very very good. Ryan, whilst you're still
yeah,
here,
I
there's a
mean,
question here for you.
oh, go on. Sorry. Yeah, I was just going to say his goal against
Was fantastic.
Leicester, unbelievable. Yeah, jumping volley. Can't tell you how hard that is. Amazing skill. I think he should be scoring more goals actually because he's got the ability.
Yeah. This is coming from Blue Blood. It says some Liverpool fans I know think that Thiago Mason has not been a loss. Would you agree, Mr. Ryan?
He has been a loss just because he has the keys to unlock a defense. He can thread these amazing, incredible through balls. He's very skillful and um, agile with his movements and passing. But the problem is he can't keep fit the whole season. Since he's been at Liverpool, he's never been able to stay fully fit. He's always had niggling injuries. So I'm kind of used to him being in and out of the team. So
All right.
in that sense, you can't say that we've missed him because he's an injury-prone player.
All right, so my camera is off. I'm getting it back on. So before we get that going, and this is coming from Santiago. Santiago said, while it is true that women can spot if something is not right, they can make problems out of nothing too. Yeah, you can say that. You can say that, Phantom. So you're just bipolar when it comes to supporting teams. That is coming from Mr. Patrick. I'm surprised you don't support Bayern Munich as well, May. Coming from Mr. Patrick. Santiago, Blue Blood to Santiago said, Paige has added you to her noted list. Coming from I'm not sure about that noted list, but then if staff didn't play youth league, then I'm on the pitch. I'm on the pitch senior. And coming from Phantom of Many topic, and then Santiago just laughed. Santiago, they usually do this out of bottom. However, this is human nature. I'm sure I got them right? I wanted to love you, so I just wanted to say thanks to everyone on the panel in the chat. I'm about to drop off as I'm still awake, not feeling well. Much love to everyone. Thank you very much. I know you so much. No matter how bad it is, you will still spend time to tune in and then also get engaged and listen to what we're saying. True, they do it to spicing up the relationship, coming from Santiago. Listen to Graham Potter. Reading to Graham Norton when he gives his opinion on Eurovision Act. I'm not sure if you guys have
I
listened.
think it's because I mentioned him before to
Yeah.
do with Gary Lineker.
He is very no, to be fair, what I get with what he's saying is Graham Nutter can be very controversial when it is Eurovision. I don't know if you have listened to him.
Not
but
really, not
obviously
with me.
Eurovision is a very political event as it is anyway, but we'll move on.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, yeah.
Fair enough.
Think about it.
Thank you very much. That's why I have Stav over here. What I don't know, Stav might know. I mean, not Stav. Sorry, Paige. Paige, thank you for that. We're gonna move on from that. So being without key players like Joao, Fofana, James, Kante, Sterling, Pulisic, etc., is just excuses. Apparently coming from Stav. Okay, we love them for this. Coming from Santiago, Patrick to Santiago. Okay, politics and football doesn't mix. It never ends well with politics just polarizing agendas. Coming from Mr. Patrick, thank you very much. Phantom, no idea what you're talking about. Ranting again, coming from Bunto. Patrick, my American NFL team has not won the Super Bowl in 27 years. Law of averages as 1 in 32 between. By the way, in my video of visiting Dallas Cowboy Stadium, I wear my Fulham shirt. If you haven't seen it, guys, click on it. Click on Phantom of Many Topic. Does a lot of tourism videos and stuff like that. It does some cool video. So if you're a man that likes to see other countries in terms of where he's at right now, he's got pictures of some Star Wars and superhero stuff and stuff like that. That's what Phantom of Many Topics does. So guys, if you like those kind of things, click on the three dots and then it will take you right to his channel. You can see him also learning how to fly with he went to aviation and he was trying to learn how to fly. They were teaching him some stuff whilst they were in the air, not on land, guys. They were in the air. They were in the air whilst he was learning how to do one or two things. So yeah, you can check Phantom of Many Topics channel out and then give him a like, and also subscribe if you haven't. I've subscribed, so I do watch his stuff when they post them. So that is coming from Phantom of Many Topic. What part of the world do you come from, Phantom? Phantom is at this moment he's at Manila, Philippines. So that's where he is at this moment. If you know Manny Pacquiao, where he's coming from. Yeah, absolutely. That's where Phantom of Many Topic is coming from. So, Mr. Patrick, that's the answer for you. Steve, you are the only one older than me. If you didn't play youth league football, then I was on the pitch before anyone, definitely before Lampard. So yeah, Phantom of Many Topic. If you guys haven't seen him before, he's not as young. He's an elderly person. You can
60.
No, he's not. Probably, getting close to maybe 60. He's probably in his 50s. Yeah, in his 50s.
I'm close.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah, he's a big guy. The top 3 jobs are all tourists. Yeah, the top 3 jobs are all
100%.
tourists. The BBC didn't have a problem when he criticized Qatar. Also, Lord Sugar and numerous others says as the please all anti-labor etc.
Yeah.
Lineker is spot on and the hero. I didn't hear that one, so I'm very happy. I mean, Ryan have heard that one. He's agreeing to that.
It's very true.
I'm older than you and played football from a very young age. Guys, I played football. I used to play football from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. I never get tired.
Grow up, guys. Don't matter about competition.
Yeah, I played football. I watched this more than you. Relax.
Reese, Blue. I am age of 51 in the picture 1980s. Absolutely. It's either RJ, MM19 or Silva, in my opinion.
Mason Mount.
Reese James, Mason Mount 19 or Silva, coming from what Mr. Patrick just said. Leaning more towards Mason Mount 19 or Silva. In terms of is it captainship? I'm not so sure.
Yeah, he's on about the captaincy.
Okay. So that's Phantom. So Phantom said that as a beat you, and won football medals in 1970s. Okay, it will be Silva next season. Okay. All right. We still have a lot here. I want to just said your camera is off, knee. Thank you very much for letting me know. I want to thank you. I get it back. Stav, Phantom says Stav Kovacic is a Phantom favorite. Okay. I am my head about God bless. Okay. Head out. He's heading out. God bless. So thank you very much, Mr. Patrick. Enjoy the rest of the evening. We got 2 minutes to end the stream. Half an hour is almost 2 minutes to end the stream. Make the most of it. Kovacic, he won't be at Chelsea. He will be here. He won't be at Chelsea. Kovacic will be here. I'm very, very sure he will be here. He will get an extra contract. I believe if they let Kovacic go, then they're missing a big player. A big player. Kepa should be. Imagine, put Kovacic down and put what's his name, James Milner down. Ryan will take Kovacic all day long, isn't it, right?
Well,
Kovacic and Milner.
Kovacic and Milner, yeah, Kovacic, yeah. So I thought you said something.
You have an experienced player like Kovacic, and you won't let him go. This team cannot do without experience.
I'll take Kovacic. I'll take Mason Mount any day. Yeah,
I tell
it's a lot better than what we have.
Better, I told you. If you let Mason Mount go, man, I don't want him to go. Stop said Kovacic agent remote to I've already had talks with AC Milan. I haven't seen that. If you have that, can you share that link with me on Facebook? Stuff. I'd like to read into it right now so I can add it to my content next in the following day tomorrow.
Was that not
Phantom
around?
started.
Was that sorry? Just butting in there. Was that not around like months ago? Is that Kovacic connecting?
Kovacic. I heard he was. I don't know if it's been linked to AC Milan, but if you have that, you can share with me so I can deal into it. Paige, if you have anything like that, you can share to me on Facebook. On Twitter, so I can.
Like just it was just conversations that were been.
Okay. So. All right, so we're gonna move on from there. Do you own do your own research? Okay, I'll do my own research. Thank you very much. I like that from you, Stuff. I'll do my own research. Thank you. That's nice from you, Stuff.
Oh gosh.
That's nice.
Trailer.
That always causing drama.
Ooh, what's going on? My screen is off. I don't know what's going on. I can't get into anything.
It's the mannequin challenge.
It's because it's been 2 hours now, isn't it? Ding ding ding.
Yeah. Just 10 minutes. 10. Get off here. I can't do anything right now. My whole screen, everything is black. Nothing is moving. I can't see anything. So, I don't know. It's coming back or something. I don't know. Come on.
We can hear you, though, Nazan. We can hear you.
I know you can hear me, but I can't
we
see
can still
nothing
hear
on my screen. Everything is black. Can you guys see me too?
Yeah, we can see you, but it's frozen.
We can see a frozen
it's
person with the microphone. Yeah, we can see
that's
you.
crazy.
Very,
you're frozen.
You guys want to react to any of the comments in there? Because I can't even end the stream at this moment.
Yeah.
Oh, here you go.
And he's gone. Yep.
Who's in charge of the stream?
Oh my god. Let's go.
We're stuck in a black hole.
So that's today's stream, guys. Probably best closing it there.
I'm gonna end the stream, guys.
Oh god.
I can tell you guys, London is red tonight because there was a London Football Awards. I don't know if you saw on social media, and a clean sweep for Arsenal. Arteta, Manager of the Year, Saka, Young Player of the Year, Odegaard, Player of the Year, and Ramsdale, Goalkeeper of the Year.
Jesus Christ.
London is red.
Looks like winning the league. London is red, I'm afraid.
Yeah, it will be this year. It will be.
I think on the women's side, you guys did well. Sam Kerr and Lauren James won some awards.
Yeah, that's all right then. So the girls have done it as usual. So, yeah. What was the comment saying? Let's have a look.
Let's read the comments.
I think, they think it's finished. So, yeah, I don't know how the live stream is actually still running while she's not here. You get what I mean?
This is funny.
Anyone who's watching this stream right now, please comment if you guys are still there. I don't even know if the live stream's still going or not. It says it is.
I can see Blue Bloods. See you guys tomorrow. That's the last one I can see.
So unless is anyone on YouTube? Is it?
Yeah, it's still going. Surprisingly.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. What is going on?
None of you can leave. You must stay. All right. Okay. So they are.
All right. Yeah.
Oh god. Paige is running late, so I'm running late.
Yeah, I think there is a delay. To be fair.
Ryan, are you a Liverpool man? Yes, I am.
You're not tell by the picture.
Yeah.
He's maybe colorblind.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. Sorry, I'm a bit blunt sometimes. It is 5:10 at night, so.
I don't blame you.
Right. What gave Ryan away?
So let me ask both of you, Paige and Hams. The next game, Chelsea Everton. What changes would you make to the team, or would you keep the same team that won at Leicester. If it's not broken, was it? If it's not broke, don't fix.
Don't fix it. Yeah.
Yeah, don't fix what's that's broken. It depends what players we've got back. Who is Kante meant to be back?
Yeah, he might come back on this Saturday, maybe.
Mount, I don't know if he's going to come back. I'm not 100% sure he will. James, I don't know if they'll save him or not.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He always gets one of those niggles all the time.
Yeah. Well, I think it would depend. Sterling and James, I think it might, maybe.
Okay.
Or if not, I think they should stick with it. But then I don't know if anything's still been said about Felix or not, or if that was just.
Do you think Paddy Shield deserves a start?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. I think I was still playing, but if since Cucurella's coming back into form, I don't have an issue. But I prefer Badiashile to start.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Pulisic has been back for a few games, but he's not started. He's just been on the bench, hasn't he, since he's recovered?
Yeah, he's been on the bench and coming off the bench.
It just depends. Mudryk, I think Mudryk should be on 100%.
It depends. I think if Sterling doesn't come back from injury, then I think it has to be the same front three.
Yeah.
So
He's
that's how it's going to be, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm probably going to drop off, but yeah, it's a good stream, guys. Thank you.
Yeah, good stream.
Yeah, definitely.
Technical error. Oh my days.
I don't know if he's
he's back.
He's back. Good.
Oh, is he
Good back. Back again.
My goodness. Oh
Luke
no,
is back.
Yeah, I'm back. This is crazy.
You have
This is
resurrected.
crazy. It just everything, the browser and everything quit working, so I have to go to control or delete to be able to delete or stop the tax, which is Explorer that is working, and reopen everything again. I don't know what happened. Probably Hams was just hacking me from behind. I know what Hams can do. All right, last one of switch. What is it? Switch the light off. Okay. Sweet revival coming from Meta Face Doom. Big up to my brother. It's been a long time. I hope you're doing very, very well. We've taken too much time. The page is very tired. Page need to go for sleep. Probably.
Yeah, we were gonna end it anyway.
We were gonna jump off before you came, and then he came the right time.
I was just wondering. I was like, I did still there, because I know if you don't end the stream at StreamYard, your link on YouTube will still be running. I mean, I don't even know what's going on YouTube at this moment. I don't even know if we're still live.
Yeah,
but if you guys are live, if you guys are live, yeah, it means that we're still live on YouTube. I'm very sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there's still people watching. So.
I'm gonna end from here because we can't continue. Man United versus Southampton. Okay. This is how we're gonna end the stream with Liverpool loss. Mr. Ryan, what's going on, Liverpool?
Oh no!
I told you. I'm not.
We're not a savage.
It's all right, Mr. Ryan. Mr. Ryan, are you still there? Big Ryan.
The cherries done one on the
let's put a cherry on the cake.
Icing on the cake and everything. Is he glitching again? Oh no.
Ryan.
Another
Ryan, are you there? Oh, my Mr. Ryan can hear me. I know he can hear me. Big Ryan. Meta, this is 10 p.m. Got to go. I think he's in UK. Yeah, big up to you, my brother. I hope you enjoy the rest of the evening, and we'll catch you. We'll see you guys again tomorrow. Why is Paige tired? Because she worked and she's got to go back to work again.
She has a life. That's why.
Yeah, that's why.
No other way to answer that. She has a life.
Miss Santiago said, "I host abandoned us." I didn't had a very, very bad connection. But guys,
It
thank
was
you
a
everyone
crisis
for
meeting. His stream's done having a crisis.
yeah, we had the crisis meeting.
Yeah.
I want to come and thank everyone that was being here. Staff, thank you very very much. It's midnight here. Staff, I know it's very very late. So I'll try and see. I'll work something out so I can stream a little bit earlier for you guys. But it looks like it was very good. You got more people tuning in today's stream that we've never seen before. So it was. I mean, one way or the other is good, but it's not helping some of the time.
Yeah.
Santiago said it's 5 p.m. here. Santiago probably, yeah. Santiago might be. I'm not so sure what Santiago's location is. Santiago, where's your location?
5 p.m.
5
It's
p.m.
gotta be America.
If you're in Vegas, sorry. If you're in Vegas, you could say it's 3 hours. I'm 3 hours ahead of people in Las Vegas. But then I'm not so sure where Santiago is located. I know it's very, very late in Cyprus where staff is. Manila also 6 a.m. said Phantom of Many topic, and 10 p.m. probably UK definitely. It should be more than 10 p.m. It should be around. Oh yeah, it's 10 p.m. Yeah, it's 10 p.m. because of time difference. Yeah. Oh, my throat.
Let's get into bedtime.
Yeah, it's time to go.
Rise and shine, it's time for bed.
Gunther said cover story was today by Simon Philip. Okay. Thank you, man. You told me to make my research. I'll make a research.
Thank you.
You know, I thought we are all here having fun and discussing sports. But if I ask you a question, you just throw that at me. I don't think that's nice at all, staff. That is not nice. Make your own research. I do make research. I don't just come over here and waffle stuff over here. I just make sure my stuff that I bring over here are all, research. So thank you very much, staff. Anyway, we're gonna move on from there. And then what do you have? What didn't I talk about? Ryan ran away. Eh? He ran away. I don't think he did.
Health and safety issues.
I couldn't talk about this new guy Chelsea just signed, a Jamaican boy that Chelsea signed, and striker. America. Okay, what do you make of America Laporte? Chelsea are keeping lab, and also keeping tab on Manchester City defender America Laporte, according to journalist Rudy Gullit. Among the players in their list, Chelsea are monitoring the situation. Yeah,
He's left-sided, right? He's left-sided back, yeah.
Yeah, he's the left-sided. Yeah, but we have Badishir also. That's the only left-sided player we have at this moment.
And if we bring back Leroy Cole, that'll be two, right? That'll be two.
Oh, so we have enough. So probably we wouldn't need him.
Yeah, if he comes back, yeah.
So stop said revenge. So yes, guys, let's end the stream here. Listen, man, like I said, one of my co-hosts tired. Ham's just jumping, so Paige is very tired. We're gonna give her some time so she can relax and get ready for tomorrow. Paige, let's can you end the stream for us?
Yeah. So that's a wrap for today, guys. Sorry, I am really tired. Thank you guys for joining the live stream. I hope you really enjoyed the conversations we've kind of had around Chelsea and football in general. Make sure you give it a like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you at the next one.
Definitely, we'll see you guys in the next one. Hams?
Yeah, what she said, obviously. Thank you, everyone, for joining the live stream. Paige and Ryan and Niza, thank you for inviting me once again.
Stephen.
And Stephen as well. I forgot about him. And thank you, everyone, for joining the live stream. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Tune in for the next live stream. It's going to be fantastic. So be sure you turn on these notifications so you never miss a live stream. And yeah, thank you for joining us, guys.
Paige, next time I'll try and give you the link on time. So because what you tweeted got 16 people liking it, it would be nice if you have the link in there and then they can see their page talking on the screen. Page, come on.
Yeah.
Paige, you get the camera set up very soon. So tune in
for that as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
See what I did there?
Yeah.
Mr. Patrick said, let's have it right. Paige, politics is the reason we've got drunk running our football club. Okay. That's good.
What? Come on, let's go, guys.
Let's end this. Goodbye. Have a good night.
Yeah. Thank you very much, everyone that has been here. We'll see you guys again tomorrow.
God bless.
Vamos. Still say Leo Desperandos and hang on to a good evening.
Adios.
Staff. Paige, what do you want to say? What's yours? What's the slogan?
Bye. See you soon.
Up to cheers. Chelsea.
Up
Come
the
on, baby.
Chelsea.
I'm tired now.
Yeah. Okay. Phantom of many topics about chilled. Chilled. I was on the youth league pitch in 1980.
Peace.
Earlier
Thanks,
than
guys.
okay.
Uh,
All right. Bye.
oh
Bye.
gosh, none of this.
Yeah. Let's end it now. Here. Bye bye. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Blue Clouds TV.